Browns at Pittsburgh Sunday, 1 o'clock, Acrisure Stadium. We're going to make our picks, but first we're going to give you 3 things to watch in this game. Mary Kay, get us started.
Well, Jameis Winston prayed for deliverance from the pick sixes, and I'm just wondering if he has gotten the answer to his prayers. Will he be able to go out there in Pittsburgh and play a clean football game? That's what he's going to need to do. These guys are right up near the top of the NFL with 13 interceptions. They are going to be looking to pick him off early and often. He's going to have to watch for the Minka Fitzpatricks, the Joey Porters out there, and he's going to have to be on point this game. Let's see if he can do it.
Ashley, what are you watching?
I'm watching what we think is going to be a rematch between Steelers receiver George Pickens and all of the Browns DBs, but particularly Greg Newsome. These two had a scuffle at the end of last game. They have since, over the last 2 weeks, it's turned out to be, had a war of words through the media. But what's interesting is George Pickens, a late Friday add to the Steelers injury report with a hamstring. You just never know how that's going to go. But the latest spars between those two, George Pickens saying on Friday that he doesn't even know who Greg Newsome is. Greg Newsome kind of rebuffing that, but saying he doesn't really respect that. So plenty to read about that. Mary Kay had a story on it go up on Friday. So I'll be curious if Pickens plays, how fiery is this matchup going to be?
And I'm going to watch Myles Garrett and what his encore will be in this game. The last time the Browns played the Steelers 2 games ago, Myles Garrett had 3 sacks in the first half, including a strip sack of Russell Wilson. It was part of a 6-sack run over 3 games in November. So what will Myles Garrett do as an encore as he tries to prove once again that he is the best edge rusher in the NFL, not the guy on the other side, TJ Watt. That being said, look, Myles could have a great game. Time for our picks. I'm going to pick the Steelers to win this game 22-18. I think it's going to be close like almost every Steelers game. I think they're going to struggle to score. I think the Steelers, though, can force enough turnovers. And it's just this idea of, is this the Browns team that's going to end that streak of not sweeping Pittsburgh since 1988? I don't know. It wouldn't shock me if they did, but I think the Steelers playing for the AFC North title here, trying to lock that thing up here over the next 5 games, will win this game 22-18. Ashley, what's your pick?
You know, I also am going to go with the Steelers. It's given me pause seeing all this back and forth between George Pickens, Greg Newsome, and especially seeing George Pickens on that injury report. If he had a game status that said he was out, I think I would be more inclined to surprisingly pick the Browns to pull off this upset. But if he's playing, I still think the Steelers have the slight edge at this one. It's so hard for the Browns to win at home. So I'm going to go Steelers 27-24. But if George Pickens doesn't play on Sunday, I'm going to be thinking the exact opposite in reverse with the Browns winning.
Mary Kay, what about you?
Well, I do think that Myles Garrett is motivated to go out and do this again. I think he wants to show once again that he is the best edge rusher in the NFL. He's sharing the field with TJ Watt. He's not really over that snub yet, even though TJ kind of downplayed it a little bit. Myles still has that stuck in his craw. And then also, when you go out there and you have another great fiery leader like Jameis Winston, who vows to play a clean game and really is going to work hard to redeem himself from that Denver game, anything can happen in this football game. But I think the Steelers are going to be able to get themselves ready to play this game. They are in a battle for the AFC North crown. They know what's at stake. They need this game so much more than the Cleveland Browns do. I think they are going to prevent the sweep.
Okay. We're all going to Acrisure Stadium. We will be at Pittsburgh. And, of course, we will cover everything that happens there at cleveland.com/Browns.